guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is KAMMYISMYMOTIVATION, and today we're going to get into this Get Ready With Me, and we're going to keep it very simple. I had originally recorded this video, and of course, for some reason, it got deleted, so I had to re-record it, but I'm going to keep it cute, and I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to use the Juvias Place Chocolates palette. As you can see, I've already done one eye, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the other eye. Now, like I said, and I've said before, the Juvias Place palettes are very simple, very pigmented, and very economical. I like using them because you can pretty much, if you use, if you're not going for a bold look, you can pretty much use a simple, use one palette to do a simple look. And this wig that I'm wearing is by Outre. It's the Neesha Soft and Natural Synthetic Swiss Lace Front Wig. It's Neesha 203. The color is DRFF2 in cinnamon. If you click the Amazon storefront below, you can find it on my storefront. And it's not that expensive. It's only $32.90. I think the last time I checked, there were a few still available. And this is a really nice color for summer. If you don't want to do a commitment to anything on your real hair, I say always use a wig. Right, so now we're going to go into the lighter shade, and I'm using this as my transition color. And per usual, I always do a concealer over my lid, and sometimes I add a base like a primer over my lid, but this time I just did a concealer, added a little powder on top of the concealer, and then I went straight in with my eyeshadow color. And I did the chocolate on the inner and outer corners of my eye and swiped across inside my crease. Alright, so now I'm going to take that same Juvias Place eye primer and go right where I want to put my shimmer color. So this is what I was talking about when you're laying a base, because I find for me that if I use a primer, my lighter color or my shimmer shows a lot better. When I don't use it, it's kind of, I don't know, dull. I guess, you know, you can't really see it. So if I want my pop of color to show just a little bit more, I always use a light primer. So it's not necessary, but it depends on the intensity that you want for your lighter color. And I know for me, being a little more melanated, a primer does help. And per usual, you apply the primer wherever you want that color to go. So if I was doing the whole lower lid, the inner lid, the outer lid, that is where you would do your placement, and then you go in with whatever shimmer color or lighter color that you're going to be using. Alright, and remember, I always say the technique is to tap it in and then you swipe. But I always like to dig in there good with my, like a flat brush, tap it into wherever my placement needs to be, and then I swipe it in. Right, then you go back in with the brush that I'm going back in with the brush that I used for the chocolate, and I am blending everything together. Which means I'm taking the chocolate in towards the shimmer shade, and I'm just swiping inward, outward, just so that there is no harsh lines. ahead and I'm just applying another lighter color on my brow bone. And again, blending. And for my ladies who always are in my comments saying they can't do makeup, yes, you can. You can find a general palette, whether it's chocolates or one that maybe has black or gold, and just use that one palette, and you can pretty much do two main colors and just do one lighter color on your brow bone. Keep it simple. Does not have to be complicated at all. So doing eyeshadow is until you get into where you're trying to do a bunch of cut creases and a bunch of different lines, because there's a lot of looks that you can do with eyeshadow, and with the help of using a cotton swab and doing different cut creases, making lines and making flames and different things, And this is my micellar water, what I'm going to use to clean up around the eye. And like I was saying, yes, it can get complicated. But if you just want just a general basic look, yes, you can do eyeshadow. You can keep it very, very simple. To me, this is a very simple look. I used 3 colors. That was it. Well, 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4. And when I say 4, the fourth color was just me tapping a lighter shade on my brow bone. So the main colors were just really 3 colors. 1 for my crease, 1 for my transition, and then a shimmer shade, to just make my eyes pop a little bit. Right, so I'm going to go in with my Rimmel primer. I like using a matte primer, especially in the summertime. I am here in Texas, so I do find using a matte primer does help keep my makeup in place, keeps it, from moving throughout the day. So using a matte primer and definitely using a setting spray that is also matte in between each step definitely helps as well. So this is my Morphe black mascara. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little mascara to my eyelashes before I apply my falsies. And to me, this just helps. So like say you turn to a side profile, your eyelashes are not protruding up under your falsies. You want everything to be together. So I go ahead and apply a little mascara to my eyelashes. And this is just a white liner. And I'm just going into my inner lower lid with this. And then again, if you were just doing a simple look, you definitely do not have to use this part. And as you can see, when I get to the end, I'm definitely going to tone it down. But you could just definitely go in with your regular brown or black liner. You definitely do not have to do this part if you do not wish to. And I'm going to go in with my Fenty Pro Filt'r Coffee Setting Powder. I find when I do this up under my eyes that it helps with my deep inset under my eyes. So this is a trick again that I learned from Jackie Aina. So I go in with my setting powder. I do spray it. And this is Matte Finish Setting Spray by Kiss. And this is my cute little fan that's also available on my Amazon storefront. Right, So now I'm going to go in with my Born This Way by Too Faced. This is the shade Toffee for my concealer. And then I'm going to go right over on top of that. And then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Supply eyelashes. This is the brand Broadway, just in case your your local beauty supply carries that brand. This is Broadway. And this is the number BLT01. Alright, so while I allow my mascara glue to get just a little tacky, I'm going to go ahead and prep the rest of my face for my foundation. So I'm taking my Rimmel Stay Matte primer and applying it to the rest of my face. And do remember, I already have prepared my face for makeup by doing, of course, my moisturizer, my vitamin C serum, and my SPF. Alright, so I'm just taking a wedge and I'm going to blend out my concealer now that I've let it sit for a little bit. And I'm just going to blend out my concealer up under my eye. All right, now that I've allowed my lash to get a little tacky, I'm going to go ahead and apply. And I am not the best at applying false eyelashes, so I am still working on that technique. But of course, the more you do it, the better. If you don't wear falsies, that's great. You can definitely go past this step. And these are not dramatic eyelashes. I think these are some cute everyday eyelashes. But I must say, I'm getting a little better with it. I try using the eyelash tool. I don't know. I'm always thinking I'm going to stick myself in the eye, so I just would rather use my fingers to apply. Once I get them on there, I just kind of squeeze my eyelashes and the falsies together just to make sure everything is merged and meshed together and you don't see any of my eyelashes protruding up under the falsies. So now I'm going in with my black mascara over the white mascara. I'm sorry, eyeliner. Correct me. Correction. I'm going over the white eyeliner with a black eyeliner. All right, and so now I'm going to go back in with the chocolate. And I'm just going to go up under there and just kind of smudge out some of the chocolate eyeshadow. I just find that when I do the white liner and then go in with the chocolate, it kind of, it helps to see the chocolate eyeshadow a little bit better. Just like I said, because I'm melanated, sometimes it's kind of hard to see the chocolate eyeshadow. So, because it just, I don't know, it kind of gets lost when I don't do the white eyeliner. But that's just something I do. It's definitely not a necessary step. But to me, it just helps when I do the white eyeliner and when I want to use a chocolate shadow up under my eyelid. So just a little mascara touch up. Now I didn't completely cover the white eyeliner because I do still want you to see it a little bit. But it's mainly just as I'm just using it as a base for the chocolate eyeshadow. All right, and this is a Laura Mercier translucent in the shade medium deep. I'm going to use this to set my concealer under my eyes. I spray my wedge. You want to always use a damp wedge or a damp beauty blender. I do not bake. I always just place it and tap it in and blend it out. I do not bake. I just don't find that to be a necessary step for me. Some ladies do it. I just choose not to. So I'm going to apply a little of this powder on the face because like I said, I don't want my makeup to move, and this is something I've been seeing a lot of the girls doing on TikTok. They've been applying powder over the face and then applying their foundation to help kind of get it to last a lot longer. And like I said, I am in Texas and the temperatures get up and above 100, okay? So after you do that, after you apply the powder over the face, you want to again apply your primer spray, your setting spray, your setting spray over your face. Let it dry. And I'm going to go in, of course, with my Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop in the shade 22. It's like a tint, so it's not full coverage. You can do several different layers, but this is not a full coverage foundation, and it's light. So I just want to add a more smooth finish for my makeup. Don't want anything too heavy, so I have really been using this a lot lately. Instead of my full coverage foundations. All right, so after placement, you definitely want to blend. Like I said, this is the most important step of all when applying your makeup, is making sure that you blend your foundation out, okay? Do not rush through this step. You want to get around your ears, especially if your ears you're going to see your ears, get around the forehead. I go a little bit up into the hairline, in this case up into the lace, around my jawline, and I even go up under my jawline just a little bit. And you can, like I said, apply a little more if you like, just to get a little more coverage. If you have any different pigmentation or spots or anything like that. And just blend. Like I said, make sure you blend out your foundation very, very well. Do not rush through this step. All right, so we're gonna go into the Bronzy Deep Dark palette. And you can use your palettes for different things. It don't have to be, because it says it's a bronze palette, you just bronze with it. It's eyeshadow, you just use it for eyeshadow. You can multi-purpose your your makeup for whatever. So I'm using my bronzy palette, of course. I'm gonna go in and use it to contour with. So I decided to go in with my Caviar Fenty matchstick. I hadn't used this in a while. I always seem to forget it because it's so easy to reach for your to reach for Juvia's place. So I'm gonna go in with that as to use as a contour. And I'm just using a brush to kind of blend this out. And now I'm going to go back into it and just to add the bronzy palette to add a little color. So I'm using the top color, the top shade of the palette. I don't think I showed it, but there's two colors in this palette. And so I'm using the lighter shade to add just a little more color back into my face. And someone asked me what does contouring does. Contouring helps snatch everything. So depending on how much contouring you do, it helps to either elongate the face or the chin or whatever you're doing. So that's kind of what contouring does. And everybody knows the Saharan blush is my favorite palette for blush. It has different shades. It has a pink, like a wine color, orange color. It has different colors, so depending on the look you're going for. So I think I'm going in with the orange color, just because of the color of the wig. And it's very pigmented, so you definitely be careful. Don't be too heavy-handed like I usually am. And then I'm going to go over that with some more setting spray. I'm using that same bronzy palette to contour around my nose. This is not a necessary step. I don't do anything too harsh. So I'm gonna go in with their highlighter. This is the by Juvia's Place also. This is the Hair and Glow one. And I'm going to add a little into my tear ducts. And as you can see, I'm taking the gold highlighter up a little bit into my eyeshadow. because I just want to add a little more color to that inner lid. So I'm taking that highlighter, which is a gold, and go up just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit into the inner corners of the eyelid. Okay, and I'm applying a little bit to my bridge. Like I said, be careful because it you want to do too much, and just a little bit to my nose. I want to apply a little bit to my cheeks. I hadn't been doing this lately, but I'm just going to apply a little bit to my cheeks. And then you just take the butt of your blender and just kind of tap it in. If you feel like you do too much, you can tap it in, blend it a little bit, and oops. Like I said, this wig, you can pretty much, I didn't do anything to it. It's a synthetic wig. You take it straight out of the pack, put it on your head. I use the Eaze spray to put it on because, of course, I'm not going to rock it several days. And I like using the Eaze spray because you can put it on, put your wig on, use that, and spray it with water to remove the wig. The only thing I will say is like this wig does not hold a curl. So this is more like if you want a straight look without any fuss, this will be definitely a good wig for you. As far as the lips go, I used the matte liquid by Dose of Color, and this was the collaboration with Nema Tang. And I love that. It's a chocolate color. It's like to see it is the color that I used. And if you get the whole kit, it comes with a liquid, a matte. It comes with a matte color, a glossy color. It also comes with a nude lip and a pencil. But I chose to just go in with the matte. I think this turned out really cute. I kept it really simple on the face because I think with the wig color, I didn't want to do too much. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and share my videos. And until next time, bye.